Howdy howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing 2 Point Museum in Fantasy Finds DLC in Pointy Mountain. So I actually had my mic muted for about the first 17 minutes or so I'm doing a voiceover to cover what I did.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
So we're going to go through, we're going to create the Dungeon Leaper, which is what we just unlocked last time, but it was a little too expensive, so we weren't able to build it quite last episode. So we're going to get that built now. We're also going to kind of revamp this back and make a backstage area here in a little bit. And this was the big thing that we did last time, which was the hall of what I was calling the Hall of Heroes. It has all of the mythical gear plus the round table. Now I might end up moving the round table just because I need space for those donation bins and information stands. But for right now, or I might make that a little bit bigger. I'll have to see. And right now I'm just deciding that I think this is going to be a staff area. So we're going to move some different things around, and naturally when I put that down, I did not put it down on the flat line, so or the grid line, so it's on the half grid line, so the room doesn't quite fit where I exactly wanted it to go, but that's okay. So we're just going to place it right there. And I'm deciding, since this is going to be a staff area, I can really just get away with having just one grid space instead of two. Because when it's for public facing, I like there to be at least a little bit of space. When it's just my staff, it should only be like maybe one or two. It shouldn't have that huge congestion that you would expect for having the public facing area. So a lot of this is me trying to figure out what exactly I need to adjust. And I'm going to go through here and make sure that I've got all the buzz bonuses that I need. This one, what I'm doing is basically setting this up so that this is a griffin versus the poultry fowl, kind of two little rival factions or something. And then there's the Dungeon Leaper just finished. I do have a little bit of trouble getting those windows on the diagonal, but usually if I just do like the control that does the fine moving, so I'm able to kind of move that in and angle it just right. I'm gonna move because I've got the Dungeon Leaper coming in, so I need to make some space for it because I really don't have space. Is really kind of at a premium. I'm going to send out an expedition for looking for things that I don't have or things that I need higher quality for, and looking to level my staff up so that we can get to and defeat the Dragon King. And then this one's got mythical gear, so that's still unlocked, and I've got some mythical gear that I was trying to do with the Hall of Heroes, so I might still need to tweak that Hall of Heroes section. And then this is me trying to, I've got that MIA that I really want to get rid of, and then I remove that MIA, but I get another MIA, so I kind of have to move things around. And then the strength potion doesn't work, but with Liger, looks like it did. am going to be missing out on the money, but I think I'm good with that. And I'm just going to risk someone getting injured.
Guests are reminded to set their expectations to ordinary.
Of course, naturally, every time I go in there, someone, they want to, they expect to get paid, and then there's always like that one little holdout that's just like, no, I'm not 100% happy, and so yeah, you end up having to pay a lot more. I'm going through here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm leveling these up. Now, when I first started with this, I didn't optimize my builds, so my builds here are not as optimized as they could be. Because when I first started, I kind of, you get 1 point for every level, so I was kind of like spreading them out a little bit, and like, oh yeah, this character would have a little bit of luck, this one would have, you know, I didn't want my wizards to be glass cannons, but ultimately, if you're wanting to really optimize your build, you know, barbarians, pure strength, your rogues, pure dex, wizards, straight intelligence, and your bards need to go straight. All their points need to go into luck if you're going to want to completely maximize. Now here I need to go and do actually the pickup tool, but I'm first wanting to make sure that I clear out the floor to make sure that the floor is all the same, because when you have a room down and then you paint the floor, it doesn't paint underneath, so I was having to fix that a little bit. And then moving the aquarium back, adding in info stands and donation bins, and I'll come back in later and fix up the floor and stuff, especially because I do want some more swordfish. I'd like to have more optimized animals. Now this is just the start of my aquarium, because I do have that swordfish. There is another one that I am going to want, but that's for another episode. And that is, of course, the sea monsters that will need to go in. And then this is just me going through and doing another mission for some sea monsters. And I'm looking, and I really do need to, I want to try to get that perfect catch. So I'm going to pick Shoal and send Shoal off. And a luck potion would be very helpful right here. I'm going to do detailed and see what I can get, if I can get another swordfish. I will get a swordfish because I think that's the only one you can get at that location. But just if I can get a better quality. And then I'm going to go through, and because I got a lot of my animals are breeding, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to be really kind of picky. Anything that's average, gone. Anything that doesn't get along well in the tank, I'm just gonna get rid of. I usually like to send them to my inventory first, and then that way I can keep things. Now that water dragon doesn't, it wants ruins, but one of my swordfish does not like ruins, so you know, I've got to kind of go to what is the higher quality animal that I'm wanting to keep. I do need to put out the poltergeist ones. I'm thinking what I probably need to do is actually, I had a large one, and the frogborn didn't have so much of a problem, but the goblins just, they were not having a good time. So I think I need to kind of like separate them out. There's another bolt buckle boots. I'm gonna go put that into the back,
made by Dr. Marion Mopsicle,
because I've already got one that's the pristine copy of it, and that's the one that's on tour. This one is just an epic. I'm gonna go grab this one over here. and
At a
eventually
press
bring that one
conference
over.
earlier today,
And then I'm
she
just going to
informed an
pick
empty
someone
room that if her research continues at the
to
same
put
blistering pace as her
those
previous
boots
20
on.
years of experimentation, humankind
And
should
that
be
is, I
ensconced on a
decide
new habitable
if
world
anybody,
weeks, if not
probably my
months, before
fire
the
people
universe
should
implodes on
have.
itself and all life ceases
So
to
I could
exist.
definitely see
Who
a
said there's
benefit
no hope for the
to
human race?
getting those in other museums. So having the fantasy person who can go on some of these missions, bring back some of this mythical gear, especially the security piece and the bolt buckle boots are amazing for this. And I'm trying to go through here and straighten out some of the flooring. Of course, I use that line tool a lot just to kind of make sure that my line stays straight and I don't accidentally shift it over, and then I've got way more than I wanted to, and then I have to do cleanup. And then here I decided to really start setting up to having a backstage area, but it is going to take a little bit for me to get all this situated because I've got to move stuff out of the way and then have stuff ready to go. And of course I put these barrels over here, but that's actually in the way for where the wall needs to go. There's another water dragon. Because I started trying to put it there, and then I realized that maybe that's not where I need to have it, because I do want to have accessible doors so that my staff can quickly go from area to area. So here's where I'm moving the barrels over. And then my port storm, I just got the perfect catch, so exhibit quality is going to go up +1. And of course, I can't really do much with, I need that to move over. I'm going to look at this, and it doesn't really work because of the door. But then I realize that if this is all going to be backstage area, I really don't need this wall. So I'm just going to remove that wall right there, and we're just going to take this all the way over. And I'm going to kind of move those so that they are kind of out of the way at first, and then I'm going to fix it later where they'll actually have a space to be. Yeah, and I wanted to have the doors so that way staff can easily access and move. And I'm trying to see if that will fit, and it does. So shifting that one just ever so slightly. And then we're going to come back to the wall, and we're going to work on trying to embed those kiosks into this space.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
And naturally they don't fit side by side, and that one won't go there. So I've got to go back. I've got to remove a little bit. It's going to give a little bit of space between, but that's okay because I will figure something out. And then I kind of want it to go up a little bit, but then when I got to looking at it, I really didn't like it where it was onto those wood planks. So I am going to shift it back just a little bit more. Now, I will say all of this redecorating has affected my ability to generate income. So I am going to have some risks for potentially going into debt. So I am going to have to be managing my money pretty well. That is the The little wiener outfit is one of the Twitch drops that was available. I do not know if they are still available by the time that this video is airing, but that is one of them. There is also I put down that one that's got the glass wall, and then I decided we're gonna do that one with the rope, since that is the one that's specific to the Fantasy Finds DLC. So I don't know why that's giving me an exclamation mark, so all I'm gonna do is just pick it up and put it right back down, and it's fine. But that wiener outfit is one of the Twitch drops. The other ones, there is a roach burger uniform that goes really well with the roach burger cafe set, or roach burger cafe theme. There's the roach burger animatronic, which I do plan on getting. It's probably one of my favorite pieces from the Supernatural. And I believe Sean B had some modded items that allow you to make a cafe that is entirely on the roach burger. And then there is a third one that and this is me putting in the Dungeon Leaper. It is, I'm trying to blank on what the third one is.
Tell us about your discovery, Claire.
Hi, Healy. You want...
So here we are, we're picking up that Port Storm. This should be this is the pristine swordfish. But as much as I like him, he does not like aquarium plants, and I really don't like when they don't like plants and they don't like the ruins, because I like having those in there. Plants are a really easy way to get points into your aquariums, and yeah. And that one wants to share an aquarium with a clownfish. So sad for them. Not gonna happen.
I wish someone had sunk that segment.
And then I'm just kind of cleaning up the seahorses and lamenting on how the swordfish once does not like plants. So sad for him. Or her.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
So I'm going through and looking and seeing what else needs to be adjusted. Specifically, like what buzz am I missing, so that way so I'm just trying to see what buzz items I need as well. Yeah, so yeah, we're making a little bit of money. Okay, so what we did was we went through, we kind of started organizing. We made this into, this is a hallway. This is gonna be all staff area. We finally got this built. But we do need, not the person. This is cool because they have like basically traps they go through. It kind of reminds me in 2 Point Campus in the spy school. They actually have a obstacle course that they go through. All right. So what we need to do is we need to up the decoration buzz for everything. And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to look here. Because we just need to go through and make sure that everything is as up as we can get it.
We apologize for the insufficient number of information stands.
Nope.
I'll update.
I already had this. Put that like right there. See, I already had one like right here. I bet it's because I've got a bunch of staff and they're not. they're not getting the donations that I need. Here we'll do with the dragon.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Putting these around. These would go fine.
Guests are reminded that we are monitoring the exhibits. You just happen to be
Put
on
that on
camera.
there and there. Okay, so that room is done. Let's see. We do... Nope, now we're back in debt. Okay, let's get a loan. And now we're working on cutting costs. Well, we're working on trying to raise money, not necessarily cutting costs.
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
Let's see. Actually, if we take this... Hold on. I think I have... Do I have one of these in? No. I do have another Roderick bust.
That
I can put right there.
Roach Burger meals now include a free Roach Burger character for free. Collect them all by eating here.
I can put that one right there.
There's the Roach Burglar.
Teeny tea kettle.
Admiral Ketchup. Gurney. And the rest. Remember? They're back, and this time it's for good.
Yeah, we've got 2 of these, so we'll
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
put that right there. I was going to try to put the ghost right there. I feel like what I should do...
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
I feel like maybe I should put in the ghost, but put them in a smaller... Put them in a smaller enclosure.
Guests are reminded to treat celebrities like normal people, only better.
So there is that T-juncture. And there's that.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Let's see, now if we put that there, we'll eventually get this all in. There we go.
Cafe requires assistance from assistant. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. We can now put the ice cream. That would be an okay spot for it. All right, security. So yeah, it's a matter of trying to make sure that anything I don't want stolen doesn't get stolen.
The gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, that's... off that. Okay. All right, we're back up to 100,000. What does my loan look like? 94. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are not anywhere near paying that off.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we
What I
be
could
happy
do is
about
I think
that?
I'll have that there. I can move that there, move this over here with that. And I can actually cut that. Okay, jumbo marketing I don't care about. Jumbo marketing's fine. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We're losing money, but that's okay. Did I just get another Roderick bust?
Do not worry about museum surveillance. There's a
I think I
camera in
did,
here,
yep.
and you don't hear me complaining.
Okay, what do they need? Do they just hate litter? Need a donation stand? And near an info stand. And then they just need some decoration. So what we'll do is we'll come over here. I'm gonna do a small should hopefully be, that's not quite enough. Apparently he likes us, so
Disinterested guests are reminded that
and we do have a fantasy statue.
party, okay? Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Okay, what does this thing need? near a fantasy decoration, near a merchant barrel. Put that right there. And then we just need more decorations. There's that.
Guests should be thirsty for knowledge, not literally thirsty.
Okay, if it wants to be near those, then maybe we should do
We stopped them, obviously.
some pots. Let's do some other pots. Okay, there's that. This one's good. Need more decoration buzz. And no, hold on. I want the little small one.
Assistant needed to restock gift shop.
There is that. What do you have? You near a pristine. It literally just needed to be like 2 centimeters over. That one's good. What do you want? Near a double fantasy. Put that there. And where is... We'll copy that one.
Museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel
And we'll change that to the dragon. Or is that good for you? What about the cat, Rory? Needs a little bit more decoration buzz. Let's do... anything? Let's see, what can we do? We could put in a pot. There we go. All right, what about you? You're good? You're good. You're good. Okay. In a nutshell, who are we missing? Who's still got... Wait, numbers. Okay, we've got
disinterested guests are reminded
those.
has to be a party, okay?
Frozen. I'll deal with the fish in a moment. They're getting on my nerves.
Stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
She needs a little bit more. Near what? Near a fantasy double. Or can we count it as that? Hold on. This is a double banner. No, because that's a single banner. Double banner doesn't always fit. We could do that one.
Point Radio. Hey, how are you? You're listening to Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
Okay.
Well, that was a little ordinary for my liking. I'll
You
come up with something unconventional.
no, because that's
while you
not
listen
close
some
enough to you.
conventional music.
And then you just want more decoration. Okay. Y'all are being picky. Let's get some rugs. I believe the one that I like is usually like this one.
Is currently offline. Don't do anything funny.
Just adds a little sparkle. I'll fix that one. There we go. Okay,
Attention.
now it's good.
Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
There we go. Okay, this thing, it's complete. It just needs more decoration buzz. Let's see if we do that, we could get some, we'll do some merchant barrels down here.
Museum security are watching for your safety.
There we are, 4-star museum. This is typically the stage at which I'm dumbfounded and stupid furious about whatever semi-philanthropic nonsense you're up to. But not this time. This time, it's almost over. Thanks, Tarquin. We have a mountain trailer that we've unlocked.
News now that the Yeti elders are said to be visiting the Mountain Museum, with rumours swirling of a special exhibit that could be on display soon. Still no word on the location of the old curator. Remember them? This story has well and truly gotten away from us. I've been Hayley Von Trowell, and this is 2 Point Radio.
Elder and Wiser. The Yeti elders were very thankful to see Ice Crystal again. You've done a great deal for us, and we feel we must repay you in some way. We'd like to start by making you an honorary member of the Bigfoot Foundation. The elders have also asked that I give you this gift to mark the occasion. Thank you again. Well, isn't that thoughtful of them? Against all odds, you really have built an exquisite museum on top of a mountain. It's just a shame we never found the old curator. Let's melt away our sorrows by thawing out your gift from the Bigfoot Foundation and seeing what's inside.
Information stands are
Frozen
there to
gift.
explain
You know, that
exhibits.
basically looks like a frozen curator. Yeah. So we need to do buzz bonus is near a heater. Let's see. I don't think I don't actually have any heaters in this entire building. So what we're gonna need to do is we'll have to place some like right here. And we need to defrost our gift. So let's go over here to heaters. Do we have any standalone here? Ooh, we could do the botany heaters. We'll do these.
We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
That should be nice and warm, yeah. And that should thaw out. I'm gonna do a little bit of some an elf with a camera. And so we shall watch him defrost. I don't usually defrost things. I say this, I did that not too long ago with, I think, the ice cave iceman.
interested, frozen exhibits are currently melting. That's frozen exhibits, not so frozen.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of the point. We were asked to thaw them. So, yeah, it's just going down. We'll go to the bathroom. What are we... Is it just decoration bonus? Yeah, because I don't have any... I literally don't have anything. Yeah, I know. Your frozen gift is melting. That's the whole point. That's literally what I was told to do. Yeah, donations, 18,000. There we go. Lost and frozen found. Blimey, how long was I out this time? I'm Darwin Charleston, curator of the 2 Point Museum. And who might you be? You know, funny you should say that. I am also the curator of the 2 Point Museum. I see. I see. I see. Wow. That changes things somewhat. As you skipped ahead, saved the day, and almost completed culture, I better join in for a quick victory lap and help you reach the greatest peak of your career onwards and upwards. So Charles Darwin, of course he's dabbing, was leveled up to a rank 15, so very high up. We are going to keep this because I am going to do something with it, but we're going to remove the heaters because all they're going to be is a fire. All they are is a fire hazard. So we need to train him up to 70%. I know what I want to train him in. I want to train him in the rapid restoration, but I kind of want to get the rest of this up before I spend and invest money in training him. I kind of think I would like to do...
And that's because it is.
Like right here have... Where is it? Yeah, wall. Oh wait, hold on. This needs to go in just a bit. We do that and that. They can still get in there, and then we're gonna do a door. Now this is the item that I was wanting to do is a modded item. Here it is. Snowy stoneway archway. So this shows up as that.
Do not worry about
and there we go.
museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
We can do a window right there. And we can kind of set this up as being kind of a frozen exhibit space. Okay, so let's add in for floors. Let's do snow.
You can lead
Do
a guest to a
line.
watery exhibit, but you must not let them drink.
Okay, and then we can fill this in. Then we could do ice. And there is that. like so, and fill that in.
It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
Actually, hold on. Might do that. I know. And then y'all want information stands. You'll probably want a tour stand. Can we do... I have one right there. And then we can put that right there in the center.
Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Ideally, what I'd like to have is I would like to have this be like all ice. Let's see, what did we... Yeah, the defrosted curator would be good for right there. You know what? I know what I want to put here. We're gonna do... I believe... Maybe I get that in the... okay, maybe I get what I'm thinking of at the end of the next one. Yeah, we're gonna accept that.
Cafe requires assistance from assistant. Thank you.
Get this rug. Still not. What can we add? We can add...
Are there any more of those crackers? The dry ones? Yeah.
There we go.
The dry
And then we'll
ones.
put right there.
Did somebody say cheese?
No, I don't think so.
No, we can put this.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
There we go. Let's see. With painting, we'll paint this. I have a feeling that will eventually be either filled in or something, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
Are we actually, we're turning just a tiny bit of profit. Actually, if we didn't have the loan, we would actually be making a profit, and I'm going to repay that balance. So let's see real quick of my staff. Specifically with my...
Announcement. Our
Okay,
collection
so
of space exhibits
I think
is
it's going to
being
be
inspected.
Ariana, but 24. Okay, but if I put that, then that should increase her up. That's 24. Who's my other? Okay, so Pam is better. So I think it's going to be Ariana, Pam. I think I got to do Nerf, and then we have D. D had some snacks.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved
Who is my
Now takes
other?
our stuff.
Yeah, but you're a bad egg. Oh, deflated by a bad egg. Okay, who's my bad egg person? Unfortunately, it's D. Okay, so hold on. Who? Okay, so D is one of my rogues. Who's my other rogue? Is it Morgan? I hate to be like, you know, can I
Please panic accordingly.
just out of curiosity, let's see if I can get a better rogue. Alright, because we're making a profit, so that's not too bad. Okay, we've got some new applicants coming in. Here's a rogue. Pilot wings. Scout increases luck. Toilet comfort doesn't need decay. Gil Fog War is a bard. You know, I like Elvish Burn.
You are prohibited from bringing food into the museum and encouraged to make do with what we have.
So there's the red rogue. The ivory or the green. Yeah, ivy rogue. We'll do red. Oh, I kind of like the green. The green kind of looks. The default is just kind of that. We'll do. You know what? We'll do a red rogue. A rouge rogue. Which means I gotta train them up. Actually, you know, hold on. If we do,
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
let's just see. Okay, so
why do you
here,
think
if we
Bungle
send
are
that to
doing
Nerf,
underground, huh?
this
I
one
wanna hear it.
to
Personally, I think they're detaching
We'll
2 Point
put it
from
on here.
Earth's core,
This one
so
goes
they
to
can take the
Pam.
county wherever they want. But where?
This
I'll
one
keep
goes
digging
to
up the dirt.
Ariana
Hold on tight.
and this one we'll try and see what it'll do with Elvish.
Donations. Not as many as we could. Donations
I know this is gonna be expensive, but let's see. So we have Ariana, Pam, Nerf, and oh, you have to have minimum rank of 10. D had some snacks. What about Liger? Dex potion? No. Almost. I can almost do it.
needed to restock gift shop.
Do I have a potion? Prosperity potion reduces cost, luck, intelligence, party. I think the potion I'm looking for I don't have it yet. We could do a party potion. +5 to all stand for an expedition team total. So that's not really gonna really matter. What if
Are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that?
hold on, what if we do, instead of you, we did, what does D have? Oh, D has some snacks, already has them. Okay, okay, Morgan Two Hands. D had some snacks is 27. Bolt buckle boots increases dexterity and movement speed, decreases energy.
Attention, guests are feeling thirsty. Please
Okay, so it's currently 27. What if I take those off? Now what are you? 22. Okay, so it gives a +5. Unfortunately, because they are a bad egg, they're negatively affecting my staff. And I hate to do it, but I kind of want to let him go.
Attention, thieves have been prevented from escaping. View.
Wizard intelligence. But let's go ahead and I really need some more goblins. What do we have here? Well, that would help with our security. Are there any of these that I don't have? I don't have this one. I don't have Fish Whispering 3. Yeah, we'll do that one. And extra XP. Ouch. No, hold on. First aid kit. Yeah, I mean, they're just like really... We'll do detailed. I think that's just gonna get him XP. Let's do one more. I'd really like another war turf, I think. Let's see if we do there, and we're gonna haggle that down. We'll do detailed,
Fused by fantasy exhibits.
and we'll find out what they bring next time. I want to finish doing a couple of little things.
Expedition
Some
team
extra
leaving for
coins.
thorough investigation. They may be sometime.
There we go. Let's see. Then we can do a rock, another rock. None of these guys
Check out the
are
deals in the
hating
gift
on
shop.
plants.
Might be too good.
I'll put one of these right there. Yeah, okay. So what all do we have? You're fine. You're fine. I mean, technically hates plants. Oh yeah, because Yeah, we need to replace him. He's pristine, but he's not happy. And I think I want to try to get more of these because I want to try to do this as like a frozen exhibit and stuff. So we'll deal with that.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone
I guess I could do those outside, have like a little courtyard or something. Let's see. We could one more plot. My goal is I eventually want to get all these plots done and then just really be able to go hog wild. Have everything. I'm not selling anything. That one I might have been willing to though.
Heck, maybe they don't even know what they're doing. But one thing's for sure, the mole people know what's going on. It's a shame they can't listen to the show. Just another reason to restart work on my secret signal booster. Sure, it shocks me a lot.
Okay, so that's
rest until I've reached the moles. Harrison Wolf, over and out.
We'll
The expedition
take.
team have returned. We'll know more the next time we go there.
That's the ideal way to do it. Hold on. If we do that, and then yeah, we could do that goes down. Actually, if we have that. There we go. That looks kind of weird. We do a third one, yeah.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
All right. I think that will do it for Heather. What are you complaining about? Because we don't have information signs. We could actually do this one. We haven't done this one in a while. There we go. And that one needs a little bit more decoration buzz. So we'll
Guests should stop
do
feeling paranoid. Unless you're a thief, you can keep going.
a couple dragons there. We'll do a dragon there. I think that should be good. That should be good, yeah. So the other thing I need to do, which we're gonna throw in just to make sure we've got some seating going in.
Assistant needed in cafe. The guests are hungry.
And this goes right there. There we go. Okay, and now we've actually got we're getting some income in. That's good. Good. We'll be able to do more of this, and then we'll be able to we'll continue on in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.
certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.